tour. I am going on my UK and Ireland tour in September, and it would be class to have you. Check out my website for full details. Please buy a ticket because it's really awkward playing shows to no one. So thank you so much. Just gonna open my browser here. Also another stage at the end of the month. I think it's the 24th of this month. Stageit.com/Devlin. The link should be in the description, or you'll find it also on my ticket page on my website. So please do that. That'd be swell. I'd appreciate it, you know. Also, last plug is that I have a Patreon. That would be great if you could support me over there. I was back in the office today filming some stuff for Monday, so I'm dropping a wee ukulele cover there on Monday. So please do have a wee sign up. It's obviously not going to be for any specific tier, so you can just go in at $2, and I'd really appreciate it. So hell yeah, thanks so much. Been a busy week. Thank you guys for the compliments. Also, hello everybody joining in. I'm just gonna turn on my live chat now. Welcome to Friday Night Live, the live show I do at 7 p.m. on Fridays, you know. Little bit of updates on my life, shall we say. Been a bit of a heavy week as far as my brain. If you didn't know, I basically decided to go on antidepressants again, because I couldn't seem to get my base level up recently. So this week, today was I still had some nausea today, but I don't have a migraine today, which is good. But I had a lot of the stereotypical physical symptoms you get if you are taking an SSRI for the first time. Which was a weird feeling. So basically I was almost pukey, very dizzy, and all of that fun stuff. And today is basically the first day where I've kind of pulled my head out of the gutter to go to work, and it was good fun. So that's fun as well. You're such a queen. Thank you so much, everyone. You're giving me very big compliments there in the chat. Today's live stream not going to be as long as they usually are on the Friday Night Lives. I normally do just over an hour. Tonight, not the case, and that is literally because I still have some of the physical symptoms of the medication. Do you advertise SSRIs recreationally? I personally am not advertising them, and then that's kind of rude. But I'm honest about taking them. I haven't had to take antidepressants in 4 years. I work really hard at maintaining my own base level, but I'm very hyper aware and diligent of my own mental health. I have to be, as somebody who has mental illness. I know my own limits. I know my own lines. And recently I was just like, yeah, we're not in that comfort level. Our moods are doing this, that, and the other, so we have to not do that. Okay, I'll catch up on that tea in a little bit. But yeah, so I'm not advertising taking SSRIs. Obviously that is with you and your doctor. Oh, I said advise, not advertise. Okay. Whew, thank God. I was like, I'm not advertising it. It's medical. Talk to your doctor. Do I advise? I personally, I know I can do without them. And I like to obviously try my best to not be medicated. However, there are times in life where you kind of have to bite the bullet, you know, and do what is best for you, what is safe for you, what you think is the best idea. And, you know, me and my doctor talks about it, me and my therapist talks about it, and it was just like, yeah, I think this is the time where you should just take them, because normally I'm out of my don't know what's going on. yeah, so basically I'm just being safe. I'm just doing what I have to do. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend them, but everybody should know, you know, if your doctor recommends you take them, maybe consider it. I would definitely say, you know, try all of the things that you possibly can do first before you jump to medication. But I can't obviously say anything because you know yourself better than I do. I know that I try my best to do all of the things, and then I contemplate medication. If I've done my checklist of things I need to do, and then I still can't get my baseline up, then that's when I have to go on medication. And, you know, luckily it's been 4 years since I've had to be, so. What do you mean establish a base level? My base level when I talk about it is if I'm alone in my room on my own, or like when I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, before, you know, when I'm not doing things and when I'm just like in my own space, sphere and mind, how am I? And you know, I'm used to stress, I'm used to anxiety, I'm used to all of those kinds of things, right? For me, a baseline is like, you know, when you wake up and you don't have, there's like, you haven't woken up into your day yet, there's nothing just yet, like you don't feel any of those things. But for me, I was waking up and I was sad before I even woken up. I was miserable before I even woken up. And I was like, that's below my usual like mood baseline. Yeah, my mood baseline. This is what I mean. Yeah. So baseline for me is very, yeah, that's kind of my baseline. So to dip below that for quite a long time is like not good for me. I don't feel like. So 4 years is a long time without medication, you know, as for someone like myself who, you know, medication has thrown at me quite a lot, and, you know, I try my best not to be, not that there's anything wrong with it. I just personally, like, after taking medication for so many years, I wanted a break, so, yeah. Jess, I love you so much. What's going on? I hope you're okay. RSSRI is hard to quit. I've never had an issue with quitting them. I don't find them addictive. They're not anything like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's obviously very different for everyone, and I'm not going to speak in the way of a doctor at any time. Now, why is there glitter on my bed? What did I do? Why is there glitter on your bed? Is it me? Did I do this? I know I did. Is it me? Congratulations on 3 months sober. I'm also moving house. I put in my, what do you call it? Your notice? What is that hanging from the ceiling? It's a piece of dirt. Anyway, I've handed in my notice. I am moving home. Not home to Ireland. No, I'm moving houses. I would never use glitter, nothing to do with Third and JD. Maybe. What did I do? I'm so sorry. Oh. When I said it went everywhere, it went everywhere. I love you so much. I just wanted you to be reminded of me all the time. Because I love you. Hope the move goes smoothly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I got a really good deal. I obviously won't be telling anybody where I'm moving, for obvious reasons. Just obviously. So if I seem a bit shady in the future as to my like whereabouts, all of that kind of stuff, that is why. The whole stalker situation. It's pretty cool. On the plus side though, I will be in my new place. I've got a studio room. I've got a whole room dedicated to filming and working. So I'm actually going to have an office instead of working in my room. which is crazy. Raymond, thank you so much. You're legit the best thing about the internet. That is so kind. I really appreciate that. And again, congratulations on your sobriety. That's amazing. It's the hardest. 3 months is the hardest. Green screen. I'm just gonna green screen it, yeah. Oh my god, you did not yeet glitter around your office! Sorry, I send out these festive fun packs every year to anybody who doesn't know. You can buy them on my website when it comes to Christmas. I do cards and like little gifts on the inside. And I basically almost always fill the envelopes up with glitter. So yeah. So absolutely, moving forward, feel free to be tweeting me things like, how is it in Kent? How is it in Surrey? How are you finding Birmingham? I don't mind. Just tweet me random places when I move. Let's keep people off the hunt. My running, not this week. My ribs had a flare-up. So that's cool. So I've not really wanted to go for a run in case I make them any worse. In case you don't know, I have costochondritis, which, you know, only maybe a few times a year do I get a flare-up where my ribs push and pull against each other and it's uncomfortable. I'd love to move to Cornwall, trust me. We're not moving to the States. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm 2-0 in the glitter war. Yes, you are, Tony. And also, thank you so much. I have that too. High five. The little pink outfit behind me is a Barbie top. It's so painful. Yes. Thankfully, somebody understands. Because obviously, when I tell people, oh yeah, I have costochondritis, they're like, what even is that? And you try to explain it. It's like inflammation in the rib cage and makes it very difficult to breathe. You don't want to move. So yeah, I had a few flare-ups this week. So like running was not an option for me. Yes, it's a Barbie top. I bought Barbie pajamas ages ago. Just use my address. It doesn't exist on any GPS, so good luck finding it. That's a genius idea. Cindy Swift, that is such a sweet little poem. Wow. Have you ever filmed a police at a traffic stop? What the frick? How do you fix the ribs? Can't fix them. Just is the way it is. It's, you know, they always say that, you know, you'll have periods in your life where it'll be alright, and then periods in your life where it won't. It takes me basically lying really weird for it to flare up usually. What if we guess the right place? Oh, no one's gonna know, because like we're all just gonna be guessing loads of random places. I have 3 older brothers, in case you're wondering, yeah. Use my address, the general public can't get to it. It's not necessarily a young person's illness. It affects mostly young people, but you can have a flare-up at any point in your life. Apparently, like, a lot of old people get it as well. That's what I was told. But yeah, you can have it at any point. I know people who have it tend to, like, if they do ab workouts, might get a pain in their ribs from doing abs. You know, it's all different for every single person, really. Yeah, you can ask me what I like a new county, a new country. Hell yeah, I'm game. Which my brother's is the tallest, very random. It's Aaron, who is the one that's closest to my age, and he is 6 foot. He's almost 6'3", but he's over 60. We should all send you random photos of house fronts that you can show from time to time. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's gonna be funny though, because I'm definitely just gonna be like filming mainly in my like studio room now, you know. So that'll be interesting. Just so I don't give anything away. The next stage I think is on the 24th of April, if I'm correct. No, 24th of March. I'm so wrong. Do you have your own band for gigs when restrictions are over? Yes, I do. And the more people that buy tickets to the tour, the better the band gets to be. Use a digital background. I know. I would use a green screen all the time if my hair wasn't so frizzy. But how will I know your address, which I obviously need for purposes that aren't true? Oh, we need a room. We are trying. We are trying to lock the man down. We are. I hope he does too. We shall see. Guys, I will keep you, like, if I know who's coming, I will let you know as soon as possible. I'm excited for tour. I was doing my, like, tour promo videos today, which was fun, you know. I used a green screen today, actually. I'm going to post that photo later on the oil Instagram, probably. I used a green screen to the frizz on my hair and make half of it disappear. I used to laugh, like, because, like, when I did X Factor, the poor editing man, like, he hated my life. They would try and flatten it out as much as they could. Every week it was like, can you please sort her hair out? Is your hair natural? What do you mean? Color-wise, the top of my hair is now my natural colour. You can see the blonde coming through. The curl is... Let the frizz fly. I know. I've not really been doing my hair lately. I literally just wash it and leave it now. What? You're blonde? The last I know. Shock. No, I'm not, actually. I just dyed this morning. You know. What is your real life like? I don't really have one. My family live in Ireland and I live in England and I work a lot. And normally the way I treat it is like when I'm in England, I'm working. You know, my social life used to just be like going on random dates with people and all that kind of stuff. But then sure, the lockdown happened and it was like no family, just bedroom, just work time. So, God. Brian P, waiting for an NYC show. Me too. Me too. As soon as I can come out, genuinely, I'll be on that plate. Don't you worry. What's real life? Exactly. We're all very confused. I'm also confused. I think that's why I don't mind moving. I moved here specifically for the location, and I was like, how much of a use did you make of the location, Janet? And I was like, not that much. We don't go outside, Janet. Well, we do, but we don't need to, like, we don't make the most of London. I don't drink, I don't party, I don't do any of that stuff, you know. So living in this area makes no sense for me. It's not fair, it's actually blonde, yeah. Montreal, absolutely. I do not speak Russian. But you can get high off Monster, yes. Absolutely. It's Satan's drug, that. Who's the biggest fan of the other Jess or Jenna? I'm the biggest fan of Jess. What's that say? I hope you have a place to walk around once you recover. Hopefully a place that's more remote so you won't get catcalled. Yeah, it's so aggressive, dude. Passive aggressive car. Sickers Fund. Hope you're doing well. How are you doing, Hebe? Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I have to find a new bakery. I know. Like, honestly, that is the only things I like to do is pastries at the weekend. Like, gym, CrossFit ideally, but I will just go to a regular gym if I have to. And then, yeah. That's really it. The gym, a bakery. I'm so easily pleased. I'm moving. When am I moving? So I put my notice in for a month today. So I will be typical CrossFitter talking about CrossFit. I'm moving a month today, basically, so the 12th of April I'll be moved out. My alcoholism recovery is going good, and all the other recoveries that I'm in a lot of recoveries. They're all going good. All seems fine. You know, when the world opens, I do need to go to more meetings. That's very true. Yeah. Don't say. Oh, well, I'll be out before the month's out, you know what I mean? But can I ask where you on Zopiclone? I used to be for a short period of time. I was on Zopiclone, and we used to call it Zombiclone because I'd be dead behind the eyes for like 6 hours after I woke up. Also, I used to take it with alcohol, which is not recommended. Yes. Oh, don't worry, I'll be moving out before that. But that's like, you know, you have to give your month's notice. I'm sorting all of that tomorrow as far as like getting my stuff moved. I'm literally going to be leaving here very, very soon. So yeah. I don't want to say too much. I'm in recovery from birth. That's honestly what I feel like saying to people now when they're like, what are you in recovery for? I'm like, everything existing I'm in recovery for. I'm traumatized from the womb to the tomb. What are your ways to fight with sadness? Well, I can't really answer that one because I literally just got medicated at the start of the week, so so all the things that I usually do weren't really working, but it's rare that they don't. Writing sessions are awful on Zoom, I'm not gonna lie. I've written a few, I like them. It's been good, but like I'm definitely very excited to get in an actual room with an actual person. Womb to the tomb, Christ on a bike, dude. Have you never heard that before? A fuck trophy. You did the sex. Jenna Coleman, Lim. Oh, Lord of mercy. I've never heard that one before, but I love it. That's cool. I'm glad. Oh, I got a cool plant, guys, which I want to show you. It's actually not a plant. Kind of, it's an orchid. Look at it. It's in a jar. Was I very afraid of dropping it? Yes. Why did I buy this, you ask? Well, I went to the shop and I realized that they didn't have what I wanted, so I needed to buy something because that's the Irish in me. So anyway, I bought that. Pretty. I have it on my desk. I bought one for someone once because I was like, that's cool. And I was like, oh, we should buy one for ourselves. So I did. Orchids are plants, just saying. I know, I didn't mean it like that. Bought it because I felt like it. Yeah, also I hate leaving shops with nothing in my hand. How old was I when I learned to ride a horse? Well, I got my first horse when I was like 7. Unfortunately, we had to send him back. But I went back when I started properly again at 10 years old. So I rode from, I was really quick out of training though. Like, I was very shocked. I was jumping horses within 3 months. Which is bizarre. So I kind of, because I went to like a pony school and stuff, like you do, and normally, like I'd met people that like hadn't got to jump for like the whole year. So I was very intrigued. Apparently I took it up really quick. So I was only going like once a week as well. So I was very excited. I have been riding 7 years and still can't sit a jump. Jumping was definitely my strength, shall we say. Maybe they didn't like you. I really enjoy jumping horses. That was my sport that I really loved. You know, I tried the others. I tried cross country. I tried showing. I tried dressage. I tried all of those things. But for me, it was the puissance and it was the just general show jumping that was the best. How many horses have we jumped over? But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely, as a child and to this day, really like things that like I'm naturally like pick up quick. So I definitely got very passionate very quickly about it. We got my first horse. He was like very lovely. Her name was Spangle. We rescued her. I mean, we paid for her, but we shouldn't have because she was absolutely should have been a rescue pony. And we fixed her up. She was a sweetheart. She didn't know how to throw anyone off unless you were trying to get her to jump a fence. Because she was not the best at it. But I very quickly got very confident because you have a horse that's not afeard of anything. It's just a bit lazy and a bit of a mare sometimes, but she was very good and I loved her to pieces and she loved us as well because obviously we saved her from starvation and all that kind of stuff. So she was so sweet. Didn't like kids would play around her feet. She didn't care. She was very lovely. I loved her to pieces. And then obviously the way I worked it was, you know, because I paid £500. It was basically a horse flipper, like most people. You buy a horse for 500. We trained her up. We got her to a good level. We sold her on for more. And then you just kind of take that money plus prize money and you just, you know, you're constantly up in your horses. You're constantly up in your tack and equipment. And she wasn't a specific breed. No, my first horse was literally like £400. And I think she was like 10 years old when I bought her, you know. So she was no show pony. She was far from a show pony. She was just a little bay mare who didn't have a bad bone in her body. Is any 11-year-old allowed at your gigs? I don't know. I think it's down to the venue and, you know, whether or not there's an adult with them. I'm working on an EP right now. Oh, I had I had ponies and then I had a horse. You know, I had to work my way up. Wow, you have 400 quid at 10 years old. I did not. Obviously, my dad bought the horse. But from that point on, I was putting in the legwork to get the horses to be better. So, but no, I wouldn't have been able to do any of that kind of stuff without my parents. So I'm very blessed, absolutely blessed to have them as parents, and you know that we're willing to invest in me to do horse riding. I know that that's a very first world thing to do. So I'm very grateful for them. And I think that's why I always get really defensive when people know about my backstory and they try and tell me it's all the parents' fault for like youth alcoholism and stuff. I'm like, no, my parents did everything that they could have possibly have done. Can you stop coming for my parents? Have you ever been happy? No, like never in my life. You know, like people talk about this feeling of happiness and I'm always just absolutely perplexed. You know, I don't know what people are talking about when they say they felt joy. It's very confusing, to be honest. I'm just always wondering, always questioning. So if you ever felt happy, please let me know. You know, I pay for my happiness, so or attempted happiness. Are you a strong swimmer? I was on the swim team. Competed in a few championships as a kid. Taught myself. You should consider action. I'd love to do a bit more acting. That'd be great. That would be cool. I would like it. Sarcasm, what are you talking about? I'm never sarcastic. Joy is an inner thing from the Holy Spirit. Pray for it. Ah, see, praying. Don't know what that is. No idea what that. What's the? Don't get it. I bought your audiobook the other day. Oh, is it the one that I'm doing for Half Bald Hill? Is it? I think it's dancing. I heard that, yeah. Yup. I haven't listened to it. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid to listen to that kind of stuff. I hope it was good. Oh, Ben Kingston sent a book to my management. Thank you so much. I seen that there was post the other day. I have not had the chance to read it. A few people sent me a few books actually. I've not had the chance to catch up on my reading just yet, but I will keep you posted. Thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate that. Oh my god, that was a weird noise that came from inside me. Hey, Kieran. Missed you. I need to make confessional and audiobook too. I know, I'm aware. Greatest from Alaska. Nice. Dem brutes. Literally, my mom had on the phone today. She's like, when did the salons open? And I was like, oh, next month. Why? And she just didn't say anything. I was like, you witch. Yeah, I'm getting it done next month. I'm dyeing it peach. Like orangey, peachy, pinky color. You're glowing. You're too sweet. Absolutely. Please send me spiritual healing. I will gladly accept it. Not bleached. I know. You know when your friends call you up and they're just like, seen your video, and you're like, okay, I won't do it. Okay, fine. Trust me, I would shave it off. But people would be so mad, and you know what? I'm not in the mood to hear it. Shh. It's just hair. Hair grows. I've not heard that song, John. Take your cricket bat. I am having a mental breakdown, Lasse. Fight me. It's what you do. Are you naturally? No. Clearly not. When tattoo recommendations for covering SA scars, I can only recommend what I did myself, which is the scissors, because I thought it was so funny. I think scissors over scars, very funny. Knife over scars, funnier. But that's just my humor. I honestly, I don't know. Are you a natural ginger with blonde roots? Yes. How about your Twitch interview? When's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a live stream? Yeah, the Twitch is. I'm singing as well as an interview, I'm pretty sure. I like to keep things in the day, as you can tell. Flying past the camera. Orbs, man. I want to say it's dust. I cleaned in here the other day, but... So I don't know what it is. Mongolian metal. I have heard quite a lot of Mongolian metal. It's probably the same band. Who was I going to go see? Bet it's who you just said. And I'll be like, ha ha ha, ha, I was literally going to go see them because they're playing Belfast. The Who? Yes, The Who. Oh my god, what, Janet? Sorry, things out of context, my brain doesn't understand. Literally was going to buy tickets to them. They sold out in London pretty quick. La 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 la. As if it understands things in context. I really don't. Anything, I live on context cues. You take context cues away from me, I'm screwed. It's going to be like the lockdown over again, where people wearing masks and I can't read their lips, or going to someone's house to watch Netflix and they don't have the words on the screen, the subtitles. I used to watch BoJack Horseman and I banned myself because it was really triggering. I was like, this is like not a good show for me to watch as a mentally ill person. I remember watching it like years ago whenever I was proper mental. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. No idea what the crack is there. Been subbed to you since The Voice. Close enough, I'll give it to you. Hey, go grey pride, man. Unless you're not actually going grey and then it's just offensive. Overtone singing. Probably not. I have one type of singing. Can you check on those Synthry Mishkwal CDs for me? Not in your store, USA. I've literally copied this down. Do we have any? It's very good. Yeah, okay, I've written that down. I copy pasted it. Listen to your music for 2 hours yesterday. Oh, thanks, babes. Found out today that I've put 50 songs out on iTunes. 50 songs on iTunes. On Spotify, like 50 releases I've done. I was like, wow, dude. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh. Not bad at all, thank you. You know. I just gotta write another book and then we're all sweet and then I'm like, cool, we did things. Oh, I nearly fell asleep. Oh, there goes gravity. She's kind of a big deal. Absolutely. You're a workaholic. No, I wish I was, dude. Like, you know, people are like, oh, you must be able to get addicted to anything. Yeah, only stuff is bad for me. I know that workaholics, actually, there's a genuine workaholism. I've never had it. Do you know? So I don't actually know. I don't feel like, yeah, I have it. I met a literal workaholic once. It was very interesting. It's a very interesting cup of coffee. You have a sick voice. Thanks, unless you mean ill. Which is also fair. Stressaholic, yes. I'm always very stressed. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. What is the first thing you're going to do when lockdown is over? Probably not much. I'll be real. I don't really do very much. Says the woman who went on vacation without, oh, you mean without vacation? I know. What do you do for fun? Honestly, it's very hard for me to explain because, like, when I enjoy something, I always like to kind of turn it into a bit of a job sometimes, because I'm like, I want to be able to do more of this thing because I like it a lot. So basically, that's literally what I did with most of my life. You know, I loved writing songs and I loved singing, so I went to become a singer, you know, and I started making albums, and then I started watching more YouTube content, and then I was like, oh, well, if I'm going to spend this much time on YouTube, I may as well make content. So I started making content again, and it's, you know, and then I started liking, I don't know, like TikTok at the start of lockdown. I was like, I really like this app, it's very fun, I'm going to do it, and do it for, and then, you know, when I put my time into something, I tend to just like I don't know, do it. So I don't really know what to do in my spare time. I feel like for me, the gym is probably my thing that I like to do whenever like lockdown's over. It's like my private time. I think that's why I get weirded out when people recognize me in the gym, is because I would never imagine getting recognized in a gym environment. But yeah, that's like my like little sanctuary, you know, is going there. And now that the gyms are closed, I'm like, I missed it a lot. It's very bizarre not being able to go to one. So that'll be me, like, whenever the world opens, I'll be in the gym. And I do like going to the cinema, you know. So yeah, that's the two things I enjoy doing in my spare time that will open up again when the world opens. The fitness center at my apartment building has been closed since we moved in. I'm very jealous you got a fitness center in your apartment though. Wow. Big ragey. I love that. When you are going to get married? No one I've never met someone in my personal life that wants to marry me. So, yes. Who knows? Marat, thank you so much for that. I don't know what currency that is, but that's amazing. Thank you so much. Am I gonna have to Google this? Yes, I am, because I'm very curious. Where is this? Oh, Russian. Ah, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That's cool. Sorry, it took me a whole Google. Someone said rubies. Isn't it rubles? Is it rubles or rubies? Ruble. I thought that. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that a lot. Have you ever asked someone on a date? Yes, I have. I have asked someone out on a date. Have I? I said that so confidently, but like, have you genuinely asked someone out on a date? Yeah, no, I have. I've absolutely, like, I have slid in someone's DMs, messaged them a few times and been like, so like, obviously an adult, because I'm not James Charles. Oh, Janet. I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it in person though, I'll be honest. I've done it a few times. I'm a liar. I've done it to a few people, like on text and stuff, especially. Like, I am ballsy when it comes to DMs and messages and stuff. I'm like, what's the worst thing that happens? They say no and I go back to bed. Fine. Yeah, there was a lot of shade. I'm so sorry. I did propose to someone as well. Yeah, oh my god, I left bloody Lewis Capaldi a voicemail, didn't I? Lewis, big fan of your music. I hear you're a big fan of mine. Just wanting to know, will you marry me? Instead of marrying me, he just gave me tickets to his show for my birthday, which is fair. I appreciated the trade-off. I have never asked somebody out in person though. No, I have confidence on digital. Because what I do is, like, anytime I ask somebody something, like a message, I literally put my phone on flight mode. I'm like, I'm going to go meditate now to get my heart rate down. Nathan, your version of Numb, much love this one. Tune, why did I read that sentence? Your version of Numb, much love this one tune. You can take what you wish from the lyrics, but yeah, this tune I have a connection with. Thank you so much, Nathan. I really appreciate that. In person's way harder. Oh, flip yeah. I have no gonads in real life. Jesus. I'm afraid of people. Anonymity makes me so brave, Tony. I'm not even afraid to admit that. I don't, like, oh, I could never. My Myers-Briggs is, oh my god, what is it? It's like 4 letters. INTP. Wow. I can't. Now you know how men feel. I mean, men can walk around at nighttime, so it's a pretty fair trade-off. You have to ask me on a date. That's awful. How dare. I can't go walking at nighttime. So, I think that's someone's still winning in that debacle. INTP, the logician. I know, apparently. Ben, thank you so much for considering signing up to the Patreon. That's amazing. You ledge. Thank you to everybody who's signed up to the Patreon. You're sweet. London is dangerous. Indeed, it is. Pretty sure you could scare them off with that accent. Probably. Lewis Capaldi, have you ever seen his appearance in the Graham Norton show? Probably. Why so many men got angry over that stuff amazes me. I know! It's like, it's triggered so many people. But it's such a necessary conversation to have. Like, so necessary. And people just, I'm so confused. It's like, hey, I don't feel very safe. Like, literally today, like, you know, I'll wear, like, I was wearing a nice top today. And then I was like, oh no, I'm getting the train today to the office. So I better wear this not this one, I was wearing a different one. Better wear this massive oversized hoodie so I appear shapeless and unwanting. Do you know what I mean? It's like, not all men. I understand that. No one's saying it's all men. We're just saying there's clearly like a bit of a disparity here and that we don't feel safe. And then it's like, oh, I hate you women. And it's like, wow, okay. I mean, not all bees sting. I'm still afraid of being stung by a bee. I will not have to do that when I get beep. Hell yeah. I can wear a skirt. Always carry a knife. No. Either You Love Me or You Don't is not my own song. I wish it was. It is a cover. That bee analogy was great. Thank you. It's true though. So you still gotta be prepared. Oh. I don't feel like people understand what happens in a woman when a man goes, no, man. We're like, what? It's like during the Black Lives Matter stuff when people were like, I'm not a racist. You're like, that's not the point. Clearly there are racists. Why? It's so annoying. It's just ridiculous. Congratulations on getting your Pfizer vaccine, my guy. Clearly joking. No, I got the joke. It's cool. Not all men is all lives matter energy. It is. It is. Oh, Jesus. It's just so. Like, you could be the most attractive person in God's holy earth, and we're having a great night, and we're having a good time. And then I say to you, you know, fast forward 6 months, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm totally head over heels in love with them. I turn around and I tell them about my sexual assaults, and they say, not all men. I'd be like, meh, get out of my life. Active immediately. Get out. Go, 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 go. La, la, la. Bye. I love the remove button. It's my favorite. Henry Cavill, hashtag not all men, by the way. Did he really? Because he's out of my life if he did. Male students do to protect themselves when they walk alone, and they said nothing. When he asked the same thing of women, they had a long list of things. Yeah, exactly. Obviously not all men, that's why she's with you, dingbat, exactly. But you know that there's people out there that do that, and you're like, not sorry for your experience or anything like that. Not all men. Red alert. Wait, did he actually do this? Oh my god, I have to Google this. Henry Cavill, hashtag not all men, or is this made up for the fact that people know I fancy him? No, Henry. When was this? Did not see this. Maybe, but like another day on the bro. Hashtag me too. Oh god, go away. That's creepy. Me Too movement. There's something blah blah blah. Okay, so he's clearly used it in the past, but I'm gonna give him a wee bit of space here because that was in 2018. Okay. Do you know what I mean? But I will do further research when I'm not live on the internet, because if he's still oh, he apologized. He apologized? Okay. Well, I think, right, okay. We are now in a world where, like, you know, people have made mistakes and all this kind of stuff, right? A lot has happened in the last few years. If I've said anything in the past and I've apologized for it, like, I would hope that I would also be forgiven. There's obviously like, you know, somebody going online and saying RAPE is fine no matter what the context, women deserve to be RAPED'd, and then 10 years later they're like a famous comedian, they're like, I don't stand by that. I'd be like, okay, well, do you still believe that? And they're like, yeah. I'd be like, okay, well, you're problematic. But if people, because I think it happened a lot in the Black Lives Matter movement where, like, you know, I had known a few ignorant people that were like, I don't understand why all lives matter isn't okay to say. And then I would explain to them, and I was like, this is why you can't say all lives matter. And once I explained it to them, they were like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Like, I would never have thought of it that way. Fair enough, I will not say all lives matter anymore. And I'm like, cool. That's how we move forward, you know. But whenever someone does a misstep or a misdemeanor and you attack them with hate and you say, go away, get out, shunned from society, no, you got to give people the room to learn to be wrong, because that's how you get people on the, like, the other side of the fence, where they're like staunchly you know, the other side, because they just like, they're like, I got so hated on when I tried to grow, you know, that kind of way. this chat scrolls too fast for me. Just wanted to ask, just wanted to ask when we get a new amazing as always cover from you. PS YouTube says retry tomorrow. Okay, so I was supposed to be recording a cover today and I couldn't because my computer exploded. We're ordering a new one on Monday, so that'll be great. And as soon as I can get my bum in the studio, I will. I've been learning new songs. I've got lots ready to rock and roll, but I can't sing them because the studio was dead. But it'll be alive in like a week or two. It didn't explode. It like pooed its pants. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm saying in 2021, if you turn around to a woman and say hashtag not all men, very different. If Henry Cavill turned around to me tomorrow and said hashtag not all men, I'd be like, go away. You've been called out in this before, and you still haven't grown. Get to France. Don't care how hot you are. Go away. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference. If somebody makes a misdemeanor and you explain to them why they're wrong, and then they continue to do it, then it's like, go away. You're right. You're right. You struck out. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're saying. But I believe in giving people the chance to learn. Otherwise, we're screwed as people because we're all gonna say stuff that we were just ignorant to. I'll probably say something ignorant. I have done over the past like literal couple of months, and people have had to pull me up on it, and they've explained to me why it's wrong, and I'm like, oh, I did not know that. So I'm a work in progress as well. I am by no means perfect. And if in any of those times where I've said something and been wrong and nobody educated myself, or nobody educated me on what I did wrong, then and just were like, you're cancelled, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. So yeah. I'm so confused by the chat this week. It's so confusing. Chris Wedlock, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. I would rather be educated than shamed. I'm willing to change when I'm wrong. I feel like that's a very big distinction. Educating and shaming someone are two very different things. And I've been so lucky, though. I've been so lucky in my life where people have said to me like, hey, you shouldn't say this thing for this reason, and I'm like, oh my god, I never knew, and then I stop, you know, because I don't want to ever be mean. I don't ever want to hurt anyone's feelings ever, like on purpose. I don't ever, like, even if I like hate you with a passion of 1,000 fiery suns, I still don't want to hurt your feelings, you know. Never ever. Like that one person in my life that fell out with me over something apologized to me the other day. And I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe that, you know, I try my best to work things out with this person. They were a friend of mine. We fell out over something silly and they treated me really badly over it, you know. Even though I apologized, they just wouldn't accept it. They made my life a living hell for months. But the other day, years after, like, they've gone and said, like, I'm so sorry for the way that I made you feel. I'm so sorry for what I did. And I literally, it was like a great weight had been lifted because I would never intentionally hurt someone. And to think that I ever have is an awful feeling. So, you know, when people give me the chance to like grow and all that kind of stuff, it's, I appreciate it a lot. I want to, you know, I'm a person. I'll never not make mistakes. But I'm hoping that people will continue to, like, you know, let me grow with them. They've reflected, and that's so nice. They've acknowledged what's happened. Oh my god, yeah. Because I felt really bad. Like, I always took it really personally that they like stopped talking to me and stuff, and, you know, after everything that I tried to do and fix and all the things I'd done for them after that thing that happened, I still took it personally, even though I knew in my heart of hearts that I shouldn't. It doesn't stop me from feeling bad for someone not liking me. So yeah, it felt great that that person reached out and apologized. I really couldn't believe it. Yeah, and it was so nice because it was like, I'm so sorry we lost out on the chance to have years of friendship there. I'm so sorry that this happened. You know, I wish only good things for you, and it was just nice, you know. You're always learning, absolutely. And speaking of, I'm going to go. It's time for me to go. Sorry if my mood was a little bit different than usual. Like I said, my brain is still fixing itself. So hopefully I will see you guys soon. I'll be online over the weekend if you want to tweet me and all that fun stuff. Again, don't forget to buy tickets to the tour. I'll be doing an online gig as well at the end of the month on the 24th. And yeah, all the fun stuff. Sorry, my phone keeps dying. Alright, guys. I hope you have a happy weekend, whatever you get up to. And yeah, just have a great weekend. Alright, bye.